Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and of course, Drew Nation. Let's get right into it. They're not powerful enough to stop you. No matter how hard they try, they'll never be able to defeat you. You are undefeatable. They can't win when it comes to trying to stop you. They keep meeting roadblocks. They keep getting confused. They keep getting knocked down. They're trying to do all those things to you, but they don't realize how you haven't stopped yet. They don't realize how they can stop you. They're trying to do everything that they possibly can to make you give up. They're trying to make you quit. They're trying to make you not feel like the person who's able to do what you're able to do. They want you to second guess yourself, and they want you to doubt yourself. They want you to doubt your ability, but you have the intelligence to not do that. You're smarter than that. You're smarter than they think because they're second guessing you and they're also doubting you. They just want you to second guess and doubt yourself. But you put so much time into yourself to where that's not something that you would do. You have already defeated doubt in your mind. You have already defeated the second guessing in your mind. Everyone deals with these things from day to day. Some people may feel that maybe this wasn't good enough, or maybe they didn't do that good of a job, but you're the type of person that will analyze the situation, look at what you did, how you did it, and you'll go back, work on it, so that way you could become better the next time. You're not someone that's just going to give up and stop because something didn't work out or something didn't turn out. If it doesn't turn out right, you know that you can go back. And the reason why they haven't been able to stop you or defeat you is because you keep getting up, you keep going back, and you don't stop. It's something in you that just won't allow you to stop. You have something in your mind that you put there, that you found, that you discovered. No matter how long it took you, you were going to discover that. No matter how bad things were, you were going to discover that. No matter how many times people tried to put you down and tell you that you weren't good enough, tell you that you couldn't do that, tell you that you weren't the one for that particular thing that you do, you weren't going to let that get to you. You kept getting up. They tried to knock you down, you got back up. They said you couldn't do it, you got back up. They told you you'd never get anywhere doing that, you got back up. They told you you couldn't become successful off of that, you got back up. They told you you were wasting your time, and you got back up. See, they tried to knock you down with all those things. They tried to make you feel bad because you have goals and you have a vision and you see yourself headed somewhere. They want you to see where you currently are as the end. They're trying to get in your head and they're trying to program you with defeat. But they don't understand that you've been programming your mind with success the whole entire time. They're trying to get you to stop. You're telling yourself you can keep going. The whole entire time they're trying to make you quit, you're telling yourself, I need to keep going. I need to keep moving. I need to keep pushing forward. I need to not listen to this person. And if you haven't, I'm here to tell you right now, don't listen to those people. Don't listen to people who aren't doing anything, who aren't having anything, and who aren't going anywhere. They always have the biggest mouths. They always have the most to say because they don't want you to get ahead. They don't want you to be able to get up, leave, and go live your life. They don't want you to explore your destiny, where it's going to take you, the places it's going to take you to, all right? The people it's going to help you meet, the opportunities it's going to allow you to come up upon. They don't want you to experience those opportunities. They rather you stay right there where you're at, be upset, be miserable, not get anywhere, and believe what they got to say. Believe what they want you to think. You scare people when you think highly of yourself and you're in their environment, you're in their vicinity, and they don't. It's either one or two things that's going to happen. They're going to turn great or you're going to turn fake. It's either only two things that are going to happen when you're working towards becoming great and you're around people who aren't. They're either going to stop you or you're either going to motivate them. And it's not likely that you're going to motivate them. It's more likely that they're going to try to stop you. So you have to not listen to people like that. You have to ignore people like that. You can't allow people like that to defeat you. You can't allow people like that in your mind. However, anybody is trying to discourage you or distract you, you have to block that out and you have to act like it doesn't exist. The only thing that needs to exist to you is your goals, what you're focused on, and where you see yourself going. That's the only thing that exists to you. That's the only thing that should exist to you. In the mind of a person who wants to be successful, the only thing that exists is success. That's the only thing that exists in the mind of a person that is choosing success. That's it. Because if they let anything else in their mind, there's a chance that they may doubt themselves. They let anything else in their mind, it's a chance that they might not believe in themselves as much as they did before. And as somebody who wants success, you cannot take that chance. You can't take that risk to believe what somebody else has to say versus what you say. What you say goes when it comes to your goals. You might as well say what you say goes. Mistake but perfect error. All right, like Lil Wayne said, my F up is a perfect mistake. All right. Your goals come first, not somebody else's opinion of you. Your goals come first, not what somebody else says you can or can't do. You have to put yourself first. You have to have so much belief in yourself to where what somebody else says, it doesn't make a difference in your life or the path that you take. Oh, I don't think you should do that. That may not work out for you. Oh, you're not going to be successful at that. That's too difficult for you. You might want to try something else. No. Okay, whatever. Let people say what they have to say. Don't argue with them. Don't waste your time. You're not going to change the mindset of a negative person who does not want anything in life. The reason why certain people don't want you to have anything in life is because they don't want anything in life. They're not going anywhere, so they don't want you to go anywhere either. And they're trying to program you for worse instead of programming you to be first. You see yourself in first place. You see yourself winning. You see yourself succeeding. You see yourself in the end. You see the light at the end of the tunnel. You see yourself having the things in life that your lifestyle, your work ethic, your dream entails. And there are things that people just don't want you to have in life because it'll prove them wrong. If you become successful, they're going to be wrong. If you win in life, they're going to be wrong. All right. People are trying to defeat you because they want to be right. That's the only reason why they're trying to defeat you. They really honestly just want to be right. And they want to be able to live with the idea that they stopped you, they told you you couldn't do something, and that you believe them. And they want you to not believe in yourself so they could be right. They rather be right than see you succeed and become something. So they're going to tell you something negative. They're going to try to tell you something that's going to tear you down. They're going to try to tell you something that's going to bring you down and put you in a mind state to where you don't believe it's possible. You have to believe what you're doing can work for you. When people don't think it can work, when people don't tell you it's not going to work, when people are laughing at you, when people are looking at you sideways, when things aren't looking like it's going to turn out how it's supposed to turn out, or things are looking like they're not going to turn out how you would want them to. You can't let that defeat you. And if you don't let that defeat you, if you're able to still keep going when it looks like everything is stopping, when you're able to still keep going when it looks like everything is dropping and things aren't rising to the top like you're trying to rise to the top, what somebody else has to say, it's not going to matter. But the fact that you fought through those times, the fact that you believed in yourself, the fact that you didn't let life stop you, they don't stand a chance. They don't stand a snowball's chance in trying to stop you. All right? They don't stand a chance trying to stop you. You're too mentally sound and you're too mentally tough at this point. They can't get in your head. What they're trying to do is get in your head. They can't do it. And don't give them the opportunity. Don't give negative people the opportunity to get in your head, because if you even give what they say a second thought, That giving what somebody says that's negative a second thought is too long. A second is too long. Don't even think about it for a second. You've heard that before, right? Don't even think about it for a second. You're wasting your time if you let if you believe in the thoughts of a negative mind. You're wasting your time if you believe in the thoughts of a negative mind. There are people out there that just don't want to see you make it. There are people out there that want to defeat you just so they can see you with your head down, just so they can see you broken, just so they can see you defeated, just so they can see you without, just so they can see you unsuccessful. We live in a world where there are people who rather see you not succeed. You have to accept that. And it's nothing that you did personally. It's just there are some people that don't want you to be successful, and you have to accept that. There are some people who want everybody to have the same type of life that they did. There are some people that just don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you get more in life. They don't want to see you achieve more in life. But you always knew there was more to life. You always knew that. You always knew that if I try hard, I could get to where I want in life. If I put my focus on this right here and I block out and tune out and exit out all the things in my mind that aren't supposed to be there, the self-hate, the self-doubt, the misery, the immaturity, the negativity, all those things. If I get all those things out of myself and out of my mind, there's nothing that's going to be able to stop me from acquiring what I want in life. There's nothing that's going to be able to stop me from getting ahead in life. There's nothing that's going to be able to stop me from being what I want to do. So the one thing that you have to do is you can't let other people defeat you. They're going to have something to say. Success doesn't come easy. All right. You have to work hard for it. You have to ignore other people when they and their opinions. It comes with the territory. If you allow other people to defeat you, how do you think you're going to be able to get anywhere in life? If you let other people defeat you, how do you think you're going to win in life? How are you going to get to where you want? How are you going to be able to be what you want to be if you listen to somebody that's not doing anything? If you listen to somebody that doesn't want you to be anything? You can't listen to those people. You can't listen to anyone. I don't care who it is. If somebody is telling you that you can't be that, you have to block them out. You don't have to get into no arguments with them. You don't have to feel any type of way about them. You don't have to get into any fights with them. You just have to really have a strong faith and belief in yourself. Everybody who has been at the stage where they were working towards their success and people were trying to come to them and tell them this and tell them that, they always say, I had to block out everyone. I had to block out everyone and trust myself. You are now entering the stage where you have to trust God and you have to trust yourself. You can't trust anybody else anymore. You've developed your skill to a point in time to where what people say is just not going to matter. It's just going to be their opinion. You can't be swayed by somebody else's opinion when you put a certain amount of time and effort into what you're doing. But that's why you have to put that time and effort in. That's why you have to go hard at it every single day, because there are going to be people who are going to try to chop you down. There are going to be people who will try to tear you down with the things they say. And your confidence is going to come from the work that you put in when nobody's watching. Your confidence is going to come in when that person just told you that you couldn't do that, and you use that and turn that into 4 hours of more hard work. You turn that into more believing in yourself. You turn that into some more positive statements that you'll tell yourself. People end up not believing in themselves because somebody will tell them something negative and then they go believe it. You can't believe in yourself and something that somebody said all in one. You can't do that. You're going to be double-minded and you're going to be unstable in all your ways. You have to fully believe in yourself 110%. And you have to realize that what somebody else says is not important. It doesn't matter. You can't let other people's opinions and words hold more weight than your own. It's like people will know that they can be something before they get around certain people, but because of who it is or where they're at or how much someone may know you or know about you, you take what they say to heart. You take what they say as influential. Stop thinking that everything everybody has to say is influential. If it's not in alignment with what you want to do, if it's not in alignment with your goals, you may have to ignore it. Now, if somebody is telling you something positive, like, hey, you should change that so you could be better. Hey, you should fix this so you could be better. Do that. But if somebody is just flat out telling you, yo, you cannot be that. I don't think you're going to be able to become that. You have to ignore all of that. Everybody that ever wanted to be something has heard that before. Everybody that's ever wanted to do something has heard that before. You know you can't do that. You know you can't be that. But the thing is, they didn't listen to them. And I'm telling you not to listen to them either. You have to listen to the voice in here and not the voices out there. Because when you start to fully become what you're trying to be, those voices, people are gonna talk. People are gonna have things to say. They're gonna see you getting away. They're gonna see you breaking free, and they'll be like, nah, this is my last chance to try to stop her. This is my last chance to try to stop him. They may try to come and attack you, but the thing is, they're not powerful enough to stop you, no matter how hard they try. And they're going to try hard. They're going to try to say things to make you feel discouraged. They're going to try to say things to make you feel less than. They're going to try to say things to try to stop you from becoming your greatest version. They're going to try to say things to make you feel like somebody who's not capable. This is what these kinds of people do. They don't have anything else to do. They're not working on anything. They're not becoming anything. They don't have any goals or dreams. This is why you keep your goals and dreams to yourself. And this is why you have to get away to go become successful. When you become successful, you have to spend a lot of time alone and by yourself. So that way, the only voice you hear is yours. When it's something you want to do and something you want to be, you got to get away from everybody. So that way, the only voice you can hear is yours and God's. God will never lead you astray. And if you put God first, then the voice in your head will never lead you astray either, because it's going to be built on solid foundation. It's going to be built on the rock of faith. When you put God first in your life, you're putting your opinion on the rock of faith. And that's a solid foundation. So there are going to be people who might feel some type of way about what you're doing. They may try to sway your opinion, but they're not powerful enough. You were the one that worked on it when no one believed in you. If no one believed in you when you kept working on it, why listen to someone now? If no one was there to tell you good job when you were failing and fighting through failure and working through failure and still trying to succeed, even though you were getting nothing but failure, why listen to them now? You already went through the hard times where you failed and you tried and it didn't work out and you still kept going. Why listen to them now? When you were failing and you weren't doing good, they didn't have anything to say. When it didn't look like it was going to turn into something, they didn't have anything to say. Now they want to talk. It's because you're really about to step into your purpose and they don't want to see it happen. But I'm telling you, they're not powerful enough to stop you. You just have to stop them from getting into your head. You can't let them rent space in your mind. You can't entertain what they say for even a second. You have to ignore it. You have to treat it like it's just something blowing in the wind, just air blowing in the wind. It comes in, it goes out. You can't put more value into other people than you put into yourselves. Some of us have put more value into other people and what they think and what they say because we may not have had as much confidence, and that's okay. But you have to develop that confidence within yourself to where you know that what you say is a standard. You have to hold what you say to a higher standard because you're basing your faith off of what you see for yourself, not what you see around yourself. You're not basing your faith off of what he said or she said or they said. You're basing your faith off of what you tell yourself each and every day because you know that you're going to become successful. Deep down inside, you have this vision. You have this feeling of you being something greater than you already are, and you're not going to let somebody else take you away from that. Don't let anybody take you away from how you view yourself. That's why they're trying to attack you in the first place. You see yourself a certain way. How you see yourself, people see you. And when you see yourself a certain way, and when people that don't want you to see yourself that way see you seeing yourself that way, They're going to attack you. That's why. They see you seeing yourself as a boss. They see you seeing yourself as the best person for the job. They see you seeing yourself as the person who does the greatest job, the person who's going to be the most successful. They see you seeing yourself that way, but they just don't want you to. So they have to try to stop it. They got to try to block that dream. They got to try to block you from making that goal. They got to try to block you from making your dream a reality, making your vision come into reality. They got to try to stop it. They act like they don't see it because they're not telling you anything about it, but they do. And that they will covertly, subtly try to get you to not believe in yourself, putting you down any way they can. They see your greatness. They don't have to like it. They don't have to appreciate it. They don't have to support you. But what they do have to do is get out the way, because you're not going to stop for them. You're not going to allow them to defeat you. Move out the way or get ran over. Move out the way or get moved out the way. Because you aren't letting anything stop you at all. You've already been through all the mental gymnastics. You've already been through all the ups and downs. All right, even when you didn't think you could do this, you still went out and did it. Even when you didn't fully believe in yourself, you said, you know what? The little faith that I have, I'm going with it. The little belief that I have, I'm going with it. And that allowed you to gain more confidence. So keep working on yourself and keep gaining more confidence. Keep ignoring people that aren't in alignment with what you want to be. Keep not paying attention to people who aren't in alignment with the person you see yourself as. If somebody is telling you that you aren't who you are, you got to get away from them. If somebody doesn't support the vision you have for yourself, if somebody is trying to convince you that you're not who you feel you are, you're not who you know yourself to be, ignore them. Don't believe what they say. What you say holds more weight than anybody. What you say is more important than what anybody has to say about you. How you feel about yourself, your idea of yourself, your positive image of yourself is more important than anybody else's vision of you. You can't let them get in your head like that. If you feel them in your mind, you got to talk to yourself. Hey, what they said isn't real. What they said isn't true. I'm not going to believe what they said. I'm not going to feel how they feel. I feel the opposite. I feel I can make it. I feel I can do it. I feel I can become successful at that. I feel I already am that. I feel that if I do this, if I believe in myself, I am going to be able to have the life I want. I am going to be able to create a business for myself. I am going to be able to take this opportunity and make something of myself. They may not want to see it. They may feel some type of way about it, but who cares about what they think or how they feel or what they see? If it's not what you see, burn the image of what they tried to tell you that you are up in your mind. See it catching on fire. Rain fire down from heaven on any negative vision of yourself that you don't want. Destroy any vision of yourself that you don't see yourself being. They told you were that. You're not that. Destroy it. Don't believe it. Don't entertain it. You have the power to reject any negative thought out of your mind. Somebody tries to hit you or program you with a negative thought, reject it. Somebody tries to tell you something negative, reject it. That's why it's good to build up the version of yourself. That's why it's good to build up your image of yourself. You have to have a strong image of yourself. You have to be very strong-minded when it comes to you seeing yourself how you want to be. Because if not, if you don't have a strong image of yourself, somebody could just come along, tell you you're not that, and then boom. Your whole personality, your whole self-identity is just crumbled. But the thing is, you're too strong for that. That's what they're trying to do, but they're unable to do it. They're trying the wrong one. Your self-belief is too strong. Your positive self-image is too strong. Your mind is too strong. You're too mentally strong. You're already there. They can't they're trying to pull you back from there. Crabs in a bucket. You already see yourself on top. They're trying to pull you back down to the bottom. And they're not powerful enough to stop you. You didn't even let you stop you. Your own mind, the thoughts, the person you have to listen to all day, your own negative self wasn't even great enough to stop you. Those people on the outside are just a physical manifestation of how certain doubts and fears and things like that. So keep working on yourself. Keep getting those doubts out the way. Keep getting those fears out the way. Keep associating yourself with what you want to be. Keep associating yourself with the feeling of what you want to be. Keep developing the consciousness of what you want to be. You'll be so close to what you want to be. You draw close to your vision will draw close to you. You see yourself becoming what you want to become, there's nothing that's going to be able to stop you except the power in your very own mind. So keep striving. All right. And I'll see you at the top. All right. I want to thank you for watching this video. Press that like button, press that share button, and don't you forget to subscribe. All right. I'll see you in the winner's circle. We out.